Hey, chosen one, this is important. I'm about to share a secret about your past that will shock you and explain everything. Someone powerful has been quietly making sure you survive, pulling strings you never saw. If you skip this, you'll miss the biggest truth about your life. Don't even think about it. Welcome on board, person you chose. Go ahead and take a seat like the story has always been yours. Wipe your feet on the lies they told you. Funny that you're still here and the people who said they'd crush you are now whispering your name like it's something secret. Remember how they told you you were nothing? They said you would break, fold, or fade away. Still, here you are. And look at how they're shaking, confused, and pushed to the limit, acting like the universe sent you to mess up their sleep schedule. Before we go any further, please click the like button and subscribe to send this message back into the world. That's your mission's little thank you. Let's talk about what really took place. When they laughed at you, tried to make you look bad, and threw your name around like it was dirt. The universe wasn't even slightly affected by any of it. There was a change going on behind the scenes. There was a force that they didn't know about until it started to protect you. It was cold and sharp. What they said, you're by yourself. But the truth is that you were never by yourself. Now they understand that way too late. As of late, chosen one. The silence you've been hearing is not peace. There's fear. The kind that gets under their skin and speeds up their heartbeat. Every time your name comes up in a conversation they shouldn't hear. People thought you were done. Things didn't go as planned, though. There were eyes on you from everywhere. Eyes that matter. Views from above. Eyes that don't blink when there's danger. When someone tries to mess with something that the universe said couldn't be touched, those eyes don't play. It wasn't loud during the shift. It's never true. Powerful people never show up with fireworks. It's like a shadow moving, slowly but surely, until one day everything feels different. You began to notice that some attacks didn't hit you. How some people left all of a sudden. Ways that things that should have destroyed you broke open and showed you a way out. It wasn't luck. It wasn't a coincidence. That kept you safe from places you can't get to yet. They didn't know who was already on your side when they said you were easy to break. It's almost funny to see how they act like they're not scared. Act like they're done with it. Act like they no longer care. They're also watching every time they thought less of you, behind closed doors, like a bad movie that won't stop playing. They are trying to figure out why the universe is so on your side, why their tricks didn't work, and why their insults got worse over time, while your silence got better over time. Picked one. The universe got tired of seeing you suffer for people who weren't even worth your shadow. So the air around you changed. Things moved because of that. It changed how alliances worked. Some people were able to see you clearly for the first time because of it. And when they saw you, they knew something that your enemies didn't want anyone else to know. You're dangerous, not because you're bad. It's not that you fight dirty, but that you stay alive in strange ways. You're able to survive attacks that were meant to kill you. You make it through storms that were meant to wipe out your identity. When you come out of trauma, you feel like the universe won't let go of you. Let me tell you something they didn't want you to know. There was a time when someone important saw you. They saw you take hit after hit without any help, praise, or cheers. They saw that you were loyal even though it cost you everything. They saw that your heart stayed pure, even though people smeared your name. Some people tried to step on your neck as you tried to get up, and someone said, "No, this one is not going down like this." At that point, things changed. You started to hear things that you weren't supposed to hear. People who didn't know you impressed began to help. Some threats were pushed away from you by the universe because you had already paid for things you didn't deserve. You thought that your hard work helped you stay alive. You worked hard to win. That wasn't the whole story, though. The truth is that someone saw, someone who can reach, someone who has power, someone whose silence is louder than the threats your enemy makes. You also want facts. Here is one. The enemy made the biggest mistake when they thought you would be easy to isolate. People in high places who study patterns, pay attention, and can tell lies from truth with just a glance didn't tell them anything. They didn't know that you were protected by everyone because you were stamped. They had no idea that your story made something very strong happen. See who is now hounded. Take a look at who's rushing. Look who's worried all of a sudden. Look at who feels bad. They thought you would be easy to get to, but you were the person they should have never crossed. Chosen one, you're not going to walk into my story. You're going to find the truth that they tried to hide. Trust me, the universe is still showing you what's been going on behind your back. The real show is about to begin. Pay attention, chosen one. Before we go any further with this crazy truth about your unknown friends in high places who have been pulling strings for you, I need your full attention. Show that you know how far the universe has gone to protect you if you really want to know. Leave a 99999 in the comments to let me know that you're one of the few people who can handle what's next. That number is not a fluke. It's a message. I can tell you're not trying to get away from this story. You're going for it. We are now taking small steps forward. Do not leave me now. If you are really one of the chosen, you will feel that strange pull in your chest right now. That urge to keep watching and stay until the end, because you know that this message has something to do with your life. It's not just a video. This is a warning. This is a plan. They hoped you would never find out the truth. Focus, take a deep breath, and don't blink. The next layer is about to come off. I'm sure you're not ready for what's going to happen. First, their biggest mistake ever just turned into your best weapon. The people who said they could finish you now hope no one finds out they ever did. They really believed you were by yourself. That was the story's first joke. People who were after you convinced themselves that your silence, you were helpless, that your modesty meant no one was behind you, and that your loneliness meant no one could reach you or help you. Their whole plan to attack you was based on a false idea of who you were. They're afraid to even say your name right now because of that mistake, chosen one. They never got that your silence wasn't a sign of weakness. It was a plan. You weren't by yourself. You were kept warm. You were not forgotten. You were watched. You weren't left behind. You were being watched over by things that didn't need your permission to do anything. They saw you as an easy target, like a door that wasn't locked or a window that wasn't sealed. But the universe saw you as an asset, valuable, rare, and important. The universe will protect valuable things for a long time. The people who were against you could only see the surface. Small, quiet steps and a soft voice. They didn't understand the discipline. They didn't see how you gathered facts instead of reacting. They didn't know that you were watching them while acting like you weren't paying attention. They couldn't understand how your patience wasn't given up. It was the calm before the change. They saw weakness. The universe saw things clearly. They saw defeat. The universe looked at restraint. They saw a person break. The universe saw someone getting sharper and picked one. That difference is exactly what killed them. Your enemies planned for you to lose control. They were waiting for you to lose it, get scared, and lash out. They planned chaos so they could say you were to blame. Their goal was to make noise so that your truth would get lost in it. You didn't give them any of that, though. You told them to be quiet. And silence scares guilty people more than anything else. A target who doesn't react is the best way to show that someone is a coward. Someone important was watching while they made fun of you. Someone who was able to see through the act to the real person. Someone who knew the kinds of things your enemies were hoping would stay secret. Someone who saw you standing alone and didn't think that meant you had no one to help you. They saw that you were calm, so they knew it wasn't fear. It was grown up. They could tell you weren't scared because of how humble you were. It was power. They saw how alone you were and didn't think it meant you weren't important. They saw it as a way to push you up. This is what the chosen ones forget all the time. High-ups don't keep chaos safe. They keep rare things safe. They keep discipline in check. They look out for people who move in strange ways. They watch out for the quiet ones who think before they act. And you, chosen one, were more rare than they thought. The people who were after you had a simple thought. Why don't they fight back? Why don't they just break down? Why don't they do anything? The answer makes them look bad. There was never any reason for you to fight alone. The universe already had people keeping an eye on you. Do not mean it in a religious or mystical way, in a very real way. People who have power, reaching people. The choices they make have effects in rooms you don't even know about. There are people who can stop attacks without leaving any traces. There are people who can push your enemies out of the way without saying your name. You think the attack stopped because they were tired. They didn't stop because someone smarter than them did. Do you think the smear campaigns stopped because people moved on? Not at all. They died because someone with power thought their lies were pointless. Do you think it was just a coincidence that the doors opened all of a sudden? Find out if you saw it or not. Someone very important pushed things in the right direction for you. There was someone who made sure that your name didn't end up in the wrong rooms. Someone made sure that the traps they set for you would fall over on their own. They knew how strong you were, even though you were their enemy. They thought your defense would be weak. That part is what scares them. That part is shown again at night. That's the part that makes them look away. Who is protecting you? Who is speaking for you? Who is watching over you? Is all they can think of when life brings them together, and the universe just smiles back at them in silence. Chosen one, you need to know something important. Because of your reputation, some powerful people didn't want to protect you. They kept you safe because of your pattern, your discipline, your character. The fact that you don't when things get tough, the way you handle pain with grace, and the way you get up without stepping on anyone. People noticed those traits. Being quiet always does. It's not fun to walk alone once that kind of attention is on you. Your enemies made a terrible mistake when they thought no one saw how valuable you were. But someone did. Someone who can reach. Someone strong. There was someone who knew exactly who you were long before you did. They helped because you earned it, not because you asked them to. And this is the part they can't stand. You didn't need to answer back. You didn't have to show them off. You never had to make them feel bad. You didn't have to do it. They lost because they went after someone who wasn't fighting by themselves. They hit you without taking into account who was behind you. They were digging to bury you, but they didn't know who was watching over the ground. The universe doesn't bother to protect fools. It puts money into threats. And you, chosen one, are a threat to all that is false. A threat to people who like to control others, manipulate others, or be cruel. That's why they kept you safe. That's why the doors opened. This is why attacks didn't work. That's why the people who wanted to hurt you can't sleep right now. Your enemies made a mistake when they didn't attack you. It thought you were by yourself. When you are marked as rare by the universe, people are sent to protect you before you even know you need them. Let me see your humility, your patience, and your silence, chosen one. These weren't weak points. Those were signs. And the people who could read those signs decided you were important enough to defend. Your enemies had no idea that would happen. They can never take it back now. Second, the war they didn't know you won, that was going on behind your back. It was crazy that they brag about beating you, while someone much smarter than them deleted their whole battle plan in the background. Let me bring this truth to light, chosen one. Behind you, around you, under you, and above you, there was a war going on before you even knew you were a target. While you were busy trying to get through the day, people were quietly coming up with plans to keep you alive. You were not fortunate. You weren't spared by chance. Someone or something so high up defended, protected, and watched over you that your enemies would cry if they knew who did it. Every plan they came up with was thwarted by someone higher up. They spoke that campaign of sabotage into being. It was watered down until it died by someone with more. There was less damage done to you by even attacks that seemed random. They hit you hard like a storm. But believe me, chosen one, those were storms that had already turned into drizzle. Your enemies fought in a dirty way. Life responded with a precise blow that they will never be able to recover from. Think about this. In a room you've never been to, someone tries to poison your name because they think you can't defend yourself. But there was someone sitting quietly in the corner that they didn't know. Someone who hasn't been involved with your story, but has heard it. Someone who knows more about you than the person who is lying. This silent observer knows the truth right away, even when your enemy is smiling and sure that they've ruined you. And with one word or small change, the whole room turns against the person who is attacking you. As they leave, they look lost. You leave safe, not knowing that the conversation even happened. That took place so many times that you can't keep track. Every time you were confused, someone else was in a hurry for you. Someone stood up for you every time you felt like you were by yourself. Someone strong always stood in your way when you felt weak. Though you didn't see the battlefield, that doesn't mean you didn't make it happen. Chosen one, your life has been a bunch of bullets that got redirected. Things that were meant for you never got to you. They didn't fail because you beat them. Someone stronger stopped them before they could any damage. Let's tell the truth. How many times did bad things almost happen and then turned out okay? How many times did a crisis end just before it happened? How many times did someone just show up at the right time or with the right information to save you? You thought it was luck because you didn't know it was war. A secret one and a planned one. A war that was fought by people whose names you might never know. Picture this next scene. Someone tries to stop you from doing your job and laughs behind your back because they think they finally stopped you. But what they don't know is that someone 3 levels above them already liked your work. That higher power then steps in when your enemy tries to bring you down and tells them, "Don't touch them. They're needed." The attack falls apart right there. Your enemy is angry, helpless, and open to attack. They have no idea why their plan didn't work. They don't know who stopped them. But you're safe again as you walk away. Being safe doesn't always mean making noise. There are times when it moves so quietly that it seems like a mistake. This is what's been going on behind the scenes. The lies people have been telling have been picked up by someone. The chances that were meant for you have been redirected so they land safely in your path. Attempted attacks have been stopped before you could even notice the signs. The battle your enemies were in was one you didn't have to join. You might think you're hurting someone, but then you find out you've been swinging aimlessly at nothing while someone stronger blocks your hits. Those are your enemies at the moment. While you sit here and wonder why they always look tired when they see you. Swinging, sweating, and stressing, they know something took place. They don't know what, who, or why. Pick one, be honest in your answer. How often do you find yourself wondering why things didn't get worse? They had a plan, but it fell through so quickly. How did I avoid something I didn't know was coming? Due to someone powerful deciding that your downfall would not happen while they were in charge. Look at a chessboard. You're playing with limited visibility because you think you're the only one defending. But someone far above the board can see the whole field. Every trick, threat, and move your enemy plans. You move one piece, but they move 10, making room for you. That was your life. Someone who knew you were too valuable to lose rigged the chess game to help you win. People who were after you tried to trap you. They got themselves stuck in a corner. They tried to make you look bad. They ended up showing what kind of person they were. They tried to make you feel alone. When their attacks didn't work, they ended up being alone. Being quiet wasn't a sign of weakness. The shield made it possible for your guardians to move around freely. One more metaphor. Think about being hit by a sniper bullet from a long way away. It's not there. It's not heard. It's possible that no one fired the gun. But just in time, a hand you'll never meet blocks that shot. While walking, you don't notice. Your enemy is confused and doesn't understand how you survived a hit that should have killed you. That's how strong this defense is. Chosen one. There were times when you cried until you fell asleep because you felt like no one cared. There was someone you'd never met, carefully looking at every threat against you. But you had no idea who was. An attack was stopped before it, even started by someone you've never seen. Someone you don't know was putting themselves in danger to protect you like it was their job. You didn't get away by chance. You were saved by luck. You weren't safe by accident. You were designed to be safe. This is the part that makes your enemies choke. You're still not done. You haven't lost. They even want you to be hurt, but you're not. Because even though they behaved badly, someone more important to them treated you like you were important. Someone chose to stand up for you because the way you choose to live your life affects more than just you. Someone made up their mind that they could not lose you. Someone else was fighting for you while they were fighting them. You are still standing because of chosen one, even though they thought your story would end chapters ago. The universe will sometimes protect you by letting your enemies dig a grave that is so deep they fall in before you get there. They don't know why every trap didn't work, every rumor died, every hit missed, and every fall got better again. But now you know it wasn't luck. It wasn't luck. It wasn't a coincidence. It was war. A war that you didn't have to fight because the universe sent shadows to fight it for you. Chosen one, know this before you walk forward. If the battles you never saw were already over, just think of what will happen when you do fight in the ones you can see. What used to protect you is now what your enemies fear. The person who doesn't know the truth hasn't even met the new you. They're not ready, trust me. Third, the powerful ghosts who claimed you as their own in secret. It's weird that the people who were trying to erase you didn't know that someone was writing your name in permanent ink behind their backs. There are people online that you will never see, hear, or tag. They're not popular. Not a single selfie from them. They move through systems like storms that don't make noise. Powerful even though not seen. These are the people who can hear over the noise, the rumors, and the small dramas that your enemies are caught up in. And then, chosen one, your name slid across their desk. Think about that time. They're looking through a lot of information and chaos when they stop and notice something. It could have been the way you refused to give up when things got tough. It could have been the way you kept building, even when things were going wrong. It could have been the calm you kept while everyone else was going crazy. No doubt about it, it wasn't suspicion. There was no doubt. Yes, it was recognition. Some people don't see how valuable you are until you get in the way of their plans. People who should see it right away. And the game changed when these ghosts of power saw you. They did not clap. They didn't give you praise. They didn't get in touch. Behind the scenes, they just started moving things around in peace. Yes, exactly. Imagine someone trying to hurt you and thinking they have the perfect angle. But their plan falls apart before it even starts. They have no idea why. They don't know who got in the way. But you were already taken care of. You begged these unseen guardians to help, but they didn't. They stepped in because what you did proved who you were. They respected you even though had never met them. And the people who tried to erase you were hitting a target that was hidden by people they could never reach. That's why they can't sleep and you're still here. 4. Why doors that shouldn't have opened like they knew your name. It's funny that your enemies called it luck, when someone was really pulling levers behind the scenes that they'll never be able to reach. Let's pull back the curtain on this mystery, chosen one. When things looked like they were going to fall apart and then a door opened. That wasn't being kind. That wasn't kindness. No, that wasn't just a lucky event that happened because you smiled at the right time. That was working together. That was a plan. Someone more important than you was making a quiet choice. Get things out of their way. They are being watched, remember. That chance you took when you didn't have any more. That person who stood up for you when you didn't have much power. That path that appeared when all the doors shut. It wasn't an accident. That was a signal. Someone in charge had already seen your pattern, your strength, and your discipline. And they decided that your story wasn't going to end there. Think about this. You're tired and ready to give up as you stand in front of a locked door. Someone you'll never meet sends one message, calls one number, or changes one choice. And then the lock clicks open. You believe it's the time. They know that it's an intervention. People who are liked don't get to go through impossible doors. They open for people who are safe. They are still not getting it. They think you got caught in these winds by accident. They believe that you were saved by chance. A higher up was quietly telling them, let them through. They're not to be touched. No, you weren't dreaming about the time. Things came together just when they were supposed to, and the universe told you to keep going. It wasn't kindness when those doors opened at the last second. It was a message to your enemies. This one is being watched. Move out of the way. Fifth, how your enemies were stopped before they could reach you. Threats don't always go away when people are scared. They go away when someone stronger whispers, not that one. Chosen one, let's break down that no one ever explains. That part that kept you alive when you thought you were on the verge of dying. Your guardians didn't need fights, chaos, drama, or open war. They did not rush in like heroes from a movie. They did not flex. They didn't yell. They used something much scarier. Make use of. One quiet word to the right ear. One piece of paper was put on the right desk. One reminder sent to you through ways you'll never see. That was all it took. Picture someone getting ready to attack you. They're ready, desperate, and fixated. They think they know what to do. Then all of a sudden, their energy changes. The obsession goes away. Their confidence goes away. They move away, looking lost, antsy, or even scared. You didn't talk to them about it. You didn't ask for something. You didn't fight. But because someone stepped in, something hit harder than any fight ever could. A higher power. Someone powerful that your enemies couldn't match. Some people still attack even though they are older. They stopped because someone higher up checked on them. They felt it, but they don't talk about it. That shift, that pressure, that hand that they couldn't see pushing them back. No one knows who stepped in. They just know that all of a sudden, they can't touch you. The campaigns to spread lies lost steam. The attack did not work. It stopped being said. It was like someone pulled the plug on their ego. The obsession went away. Think about this comparison. A dog that barks loudly at someone until it suddenly feels something bigger behind them. It chokes to death on the bark. Like it wasn't interested in the first place, it walks away. That was your bad guys. It made more sense to play loud until it got quiet. The part that makes them sick is this one. Your guardians didn't step in to say thank you. They were fine without your praise. They didn't even want to be known. They did what they did because getting rid of threats against you was smart, necessary, and efficient. Power doesn't need to be thanked. Power only needs you to stay alive so that you can become who we're meant to be. So it wasn't because your enemies suddenly respected you when threats, obsessions, and attacks stopped for no apparent reason. Because they were reminded that they shouldn't talk to you. Someone made sure of it in silence, without any trouble, and with firmness. This is why you're still standing while your enemies are still trying to figure out who they hurt. Sixth, why you're being worked on like a weapon instead of a person. You were not being hurt. Your enemies were too narrow-minded to understand how you were getting better. Pick it. Let's tell it like it is. You're no longer just getting by. Survival was the first level. Right now, you're being grown, shaped, watched, and sharpened like a long-term asset. Not because someone felt sorry for you. Not because they are nice. Not because they want to help. This is a plan. This is getting ready. You can keep an eye on refinement here. Some powerful people didn't do anything to help a weak soul. They stepped in because they saw potential that your enemies didn't see because they were afraid, blind, or jealous. They saw someone who should be protected because your presence changes the world around you. Imagine a red, glowing blade in the fire that would look weak to someone who doesn't know much at metals. To a master, though, that heat isn't death. It changes things. That was you. Each betrayal added another level of heat. Every loss felt like a hammer blow. Each time they were alone was like a new round in the forge. You were not changed by pain. It was precision. You weren't just in pain. You were getting better. You weren't going downhill. You were being shaped into something thin, sharp, and dangerous. We didn't forget about you. You were being watched, tested, and helped. Have you ever thought about why the wrong people left at the wrong time? Why did every lie eventually show you someone you needed to see clearly? Why does every breakup make you lose your ties to weak connections? Because growing things needs to be kept separate. For protection, you need to prune. To elevate, you have to feel pain. Your guardians, the people in charge, weren't just keeping you safe. They looked at how you changed, fought, and got back up. They kept track of every time you refused to give up. Something in your file went up a level every time you dealt with stress in a smart way instead of a crazy way. You weren't being checked out. You were getting ready. These people are putting money into you because you're becoming something that most people can't copy, predict, or control. That's why they're watching and why you're still here. Seventh, the weight of having people who don't games watch over you. Being safe because of power isn't a good thing. There is a contract. You are the only one who is expected to do well. Picked. It's not soft, gentle, or emotional to protect someone this deeply. It's heavy. It's planned out. It's the kind of safety that comes with expectations, like armor you didn't ask for, but is stuck on your back. Other important people helped you out not because they felt bad, or because they thought you needed it. They did that because they thought you had something valuable that they could improve, sharpen, or get ready for. Don't feel like you're being treated badly. You are being treated like a weapon that is still hot from being used. Picture yourself in a forge. There are flames all around you, pressure shaping you, and heat making you stronger. That's why things have been hard for you. That's why your lessons are more important than everyone else's. That's why your setbacks were so big. As long as they weren't setbacks, their work was sculpture. You weren't safe from the fire because they weren't watching out for you. Their job was to watch over the forge itself. Power doesn't keep weak people safe. Power keeps potential safe. Your guardians are not emotional. They don't pat people on the back or give them therapy. They look at results, skills, patterns, and discipline. Their goal is easy to understand. Make sure you grow into someone who can handle life without falling apart when things get tough. Someone who changes the room when they walk in. Someone whose words are important. Someone important. Of course, that means you have to be responsible. You need to stand up. People expect you to change. You should be able to handle pressure without folding. Have you ever thought about why life is so hard for you? What was the point of putting you through pain to learn? Because it takes force to forge. You are not safe so you can stay the same. You are safe so that you can be dangerous in all the right ways. They won't keep you safe from the fire. They are keeping the fire from being put out. Eighth, the blueprint that was right there in plain sight. It's funny how the puzzle makes perfect sense after you find out that someone else put the pieces together behind your back. Picked. The pattern can finally be seen. You can see the stitching, the timing, and the accuracy. Now all of those times when things seemed random, crazy, or unfair fit together like a map someone drew for you quietly before you knew you'd need it. Those doors that opened when it wasn't possible. It wasn't a miracle. Those breaks were not lucky. Those were moves, ones that were planned and coordinated. Take a look. Just as you're about to lose it, a stranger walks in. When everything is falling apart, a chance comes up. Something that should have broken you turns out to be good for you. You didn't think that timing would work. Things around you were set up to keep you moving forward, even when everyone else was trying to bury you. Pain didn't forget about you. It was not okay for it to finish you. Imagine being on a cliff and slipping and losing your balance. Things look like they are parched, but just before they do, a hidden platform stops you. Someone had it and knew you'd need it, but you didn't know about it. That's how things have for you. You'll never meet the hands, see the platforms, or know what the safety nets are. Your enemies say you're lucky, but luck doesn't plan your every move to the second. It's not luck that sends the right person at the right time. Bad things that were already in the air can't be changed by luck. This was building stuff. This was sneaking around. Your name was written on the plan for this strategy. Have you ever thought about why your worst times didn't bury you? Why didn't grief swallow you up? Why did betrayal not change who you are? Due to the fact that you could feel the pain but not die in it. They did not stop your pain. They stopped it from ending your story. It was just right that the fire burned you enough to shape you, and not too much to destroy you. And the people in charge planned the escape routes, the timing, the resources, and the unexpected ways to stay alive. They made sure that your story didn't end in a grave, but instead got better and better until it reached a future. You can see it now. The timing, the alignment, and the impossible rescue missions that were done in silence. You were never lost and confused. You were led through a battlefield that you had no idea you were walking on. The pattern chosen one is something you can never take your eyes off of again. 9. The reason your enemies are shaking like they saw a ghost behind you. A coward is most scared when they know they're not going to fight you. They are fighting against whatever is behind you. You have been chosen. Your enemies aren't just annoying. They are scared. They're having full body panic, sleepless night panic, and checking over their shoulder panic. What's funniest is that they have no idea who or what they're up against. They only know that their attacks are being stopped before they land by something. Their traps keep getting broken as soon as they are set. Every perfect act of sabotage tend to their own shame for some reason. Think about trying to punch someone and your fist just vanishes. Please try again, gone. When you try a third time, you'll be the one falling backwards. That's how they feel. They think they are going to fight you. But what they're really hitting is a force they can't name, track, or reason with. They're not scared of how strong you are. They're scared of the hands that can't be seen, that keep wiping their fingerprints off of your downfall. Every time they try to keep you alone, someone out of the blue shows up. Every time they try to stop you, a different door opens. Something takes away the fuel from their fire. Every time they try to hurt you. And believe me, losing control over someone they thought they owned scares manipulators more than anything else. Your foes can sense it. They never thought about the shift, the pressure, or the resistance. They whisper to each other, "Why isn't this working? Who's protecting them? What's going on?" It's like a hunter setting traps in the woods and then waking up to find that them have been carefully taken apart. There were no tracks, sounds, or explanations. It was just gone. This is what's going on with them. Power that is real doesn't roar. Real power gets rid of things. You're not just hard to hurt. Forces that don't need praise, credit, or recognition are watching out for you. The people who are against you are finally realizing they chose to fight someone who isn't alone. That's why they're so scared. That fear is only getting louder. Number 10. That's why they couldn't change or corrupt you. It's not that they picked you because you were fine. They picked you because their system couldn't change anything about you. Picked. Let's be very clear about this. You weren't chosen at random. You weren't chosen because it was easy to have you. You were picked because you didn't break the way they thought you would. You were supposed to break down, not work right, follow orders, and fall apart under pressure. Fear, insecurity, and self-doubt were built into you by them. But the code didn't work for you, like a firewall made of fire. There's something on you that they can't make in a lab or steal from someone else. No one else can copy your authenticity. Your honesty can't be questioned. Your fire inside, it burns without being asked or saying sorry. Some people bend when they're pushed. You were under pressure. Think about a system that is meant to make everyone the same. Clean, predictable, and easy to control. Then picture going into that system and messing up every prediction. You didn't give in when they pushed you. They put you through tests, but you passed. You didn't shrink when they put you alone. They were most afraid of what you did. You didn't change. Have you ever wondered why they kept going after you? Have you ever thought about why every manipulator in your life tried to fix you, make you feel better, or change the way you thought because they could? That dangerous core that can't be controlled and won't follow the rules. Being real is a weapon. It doesn't happen to most people. It was in you from birth. Picked. Your guardians saw what your enemies were afraid of. You can't be bought. You can't be taught to follow rules. You are not able to become part of their systems. You don't fall down. You change. The system is afraid of people like you who find out when something got even trying. Just being there with them brings out everything weak about them. When they look at you, they see a real person, which is something they can't make. That's why you were picked. It's not because you fit the mold, but because you broke it. Number 11. You didn't even notice that they gave you real power. They thought that depriving you of things would make you weak. They didn't understand that time was all you really needed. You got it. Picked. Let's talk about the part of the story that almost no one ever gets. The real gift you got wasn't money, praise, attention, titles, fame, praise, or even safety. Those things can all go away. Those things can all be taken. You can change all of those things. You were given time. And time is the weapon that every enemy doesn't think they have enough of. It's time to put your broken world back together again. It's time to get smarter while they think you're weak. Time to learn about people, systems, and patterns. It's time to heal the wounds they said would kill you for good. There's no need to make noise, threaten, or fight back to become dangerous. Being quiet doesn't mean you're weak. Being quiet is training. Think about this. The universe put you in a quiet room, a workshop, where nothing could touch you long enough for you to evolve, while they laughed at you and thought you were defeated. They believed they had slowed you down. In reality, they gave you time to grow past their whole strategy. They were given rope while you were given time to lie on a rope. They use rope to plan, rope to show off, and rope to dig holes big enough to fall into. They didn't deserve to be punished. You didn't need to answer. You didn't need to let them know. They hurt themselves with every move they made, but the universe made them believe they were beating it. Time makes the real ones sharper and kills the fakes. Today, tomorrow, or some other day, one day, when the universe decides it's the right time, that rope will get tighter in a quiet, smooth, and accurate way. When it does, it won't be your fault that you fail. It will come from the same protection that has been following you around since the start and is now showing its teeth. Think of a trapdoor they didn't know they were on. Imagine that the ground is moving under them, and you don't even move. Imagine that justice was done without you having to do anything. That's the kind of safety you've always had. Not loud or flashy, but surgical, constant, and unavoidable. Did you ever think about why your enemies look so worn out? Why do they act scared around you for no reason? How come they can't keep up the confidence they used to show you? Because they know it deep down. The shift, the countdown, and the changing tide that no one can explain. You're not alone, chosen one. You were never that. There was no need to erase, replace, or control who you became. Given time to do so. The universe is getting ready to show them who they were messing with now that the change is almost complete. Number 12. The surprise they didn't see coming. They worked hard for years to break you, but they had no idea that they were making the exact version of you that will live on after them all. Okay, chosen one, this is the end of the story. This is where the mask falls. You can feel a sharp pain down your spine as everything falls into place at this point. Now is the time on your journey when the universe stops keeping you safe and starts telling you why it kept you safe in the first place. Trust me, the reveal isn't pretty. It's not soft. It isn't beautiful. It is terrible. Not for you, though. For them. People who were against you spent half their lives underestimating you, and the other half trying something that the universe had already agreed to. They didn't know that every insult they said would not hurt you. You got smarter after each betrayal they gave you. Every time they tried to separate you, your focus became deadly. They were making a force that they couldn't manage. There was something they were not supposed to touch that they were making. You either get crushed or crowned by pressure. Take a guess at which side you are now. You've broken into a rare area. That place where people stop wondering how you'll stay alive and start wondering how they made their own choices. The point at which everything they used to try to bury you turns into something you stand on. Picture a battlefield after all the chaos is over. As the smoke clears, silence spreads. Not to show off, but because you finally understand the truth. You take steady steps forward. You were never meant to be the one who died. It was meant for you to be the ending. They were afraid you'd break. However, breaking was never in your plans. They thought you'd hoover an oath, but giving up was never in your DNA. They kept thinking that you'd go away, but people who were made to be seen in the end can't go away. The universe saw more than just you. It wasn't getting you ready for revenge or glory, but for understanding. For the moment, when you could finally see yourself without shame, trauma, or survival mode getting in the way. Look forward to the time when you'll understand how strong you are without anyone praising you. You were picked not because you were perfect. You were picked because you wouldn't die in the stories they wrote for you. Now comes the ending they didn't see coming. You keep moving forward while they keep going over every move they made against you, realizing too late that every single one of them was recorded in the universe's ledger. The shielding that kept you safe is now moving around. It's not to defend you, but to bring the final balance. There were no explosions or big fights. The truth caught up with those who tried to hide it. This is the last chapter. That wasn't the end of your story, but it was the end of your silence. No more doubt. The end of letting little people make you believe that your future was uncertain. They said it would kill you, but you lived. They tried to lock you up in cages, but you were too big for them. You now go into the next part of your life with the strength of someone who knows exactly who was there for them the whole time. Congratulations, you've been picked. You were kept safe for a reason. Because your story isn't over, you were kept safe. It's just getting started. Now we get to the point where everything has been building up to. The moment you come out of the shadows, you'll know who you are, what kept you safe, and why you're still standing when others gave up on you. This is where you can change things, chosen one. The change that the universe has been getting ready for. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows in a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today, join our community, and see what God brings back into your life. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotion, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. You are about to enter your divine future, but remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now, join the family, and see your heaven.